Waivers. So I figured I'd just put together a little video that explains the waivers so that everybody's kind of on even playing field. So on ESPN Fantasy, we're doing standard waivers, and the waivers clear at, I don't know, early Wednesday morning, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., something like that. Very early Wednesday morning, late Tuesday night, whatever you want to call it. And the waivers are the best way to go through and add or drop players. So what we're going to do is look here. This is my team, code DG123 for free shipping at otbdisc.com. It didn't all fit, but, you know, we got most of it. So what I'm going to do is look at players I want to add and players I want to replace on my team. First thing to look at is the waiver order here. The waiver order is set in reverse order of standings, and it resets week to week. So you can see here, Team Inevitable is currently first in the waivers, which is actually not a bad place to be after week 1. I'm down here in 7th. So what's going to happen is when the waivers clear, it's going to run through in order, in the waiver order, which is the reverse order of standings, and run through and process those waiver claims. So if I'm looking here, these are all the free agents that are available. What I'll usually do is go through and like Google, for example, week 2 waiver wire pickups, look at some of these articles, see if there's any players I like, and kind of tailor it to my team. So looking at my team, I know that I need help with my receiving core. And I know that I'm okay getting rid of Gerald Everett. He was a 1-week play for me. Mark Andrews is going to be my main tight end. He was injured, so I plugged in Gerald Everett. That means I am perfectly okay to drop him this week. So I will go and look at players to add. I know I need help with my receivers. And by the way, I'm doing all this on desktop. Normally, I honestly do it on my phone on the ESPN Fantasy mobile app. I think the UI is a little cleaner, but it looks a little bit different, but the general idea behind it is the same. I'm just set up to record on my desktop. So I'll go through free agents, go to wide receiver. First thing I'm going to do is switch it to order in order of week 2 projections, which is the default on mobile. I don't know why it's not like that on desktop. And I see that Puka is here. I know this week I would love to add Puka. If you're watching this week, maybe you want to add Puka and you're ahead of me in the waivers, in which case, good call, because that is fantasy and it is cutthroat, and I encourage that. If you're watching this, you know, a year from now, you're probably saying, why would you want anybody on the Rams? They're the 2nd worst team in the league behind the 49ers, and the Seahawks are the best. I'm assuming. I can't see the future, but we can only assume that'll happen. So anyway, I'm going to click claim, which is that yellowish orange. Hold on, what do you want to call that color? Mustard? Let's call that mustard. This plus sign here, this is the claim button. Whoops. This mustard button, I'm going to hit claim. Now, because I have a full roster, I have to choose somebody to drop. In this case, I know that I want to drop Gerald Everett, so I'm going to hit continue, confirm, and that waiver claim is set. See, pending moves, conditionally add Puka, conditionally drop Gerald Everett. Now, if you look at my roster, you'll see Gerald Everett is still here. That is because it is Tuesday night and the waivers have not gone through yet. So what'll happen is later this evening, early Wednesday morning, it's going to run through in order of the waivers, just like I was saying, and you'll see first it'll run and see if Matt has any waiver claims, and it'll go down. Next, it'll check Athena, the one-kick wonders. Then it'll check the Milwaukee Meat Cleavers, and it'll just run in order until it gets to me. Now, my guess is that somebody will claim Puka before I do. So, knowing that, I am going to go back to wide receivers, go back to projections, and put a claim in on Zay Jones here. I still have to drop a player, so I'm going to pick Gerald Everett yet again. Hit continue, hit confirm, and now if you look at my team, I've got 2 pending moves. Conditionally add Puka to drop Gerald Everett, conditionally add Zay Jones to drop Gerald Everett. Obviously, because both of these involve Gerald Everett, only one can go through. So if it gets to me in 7th and Puka is still, if Puka is still available, it'll add Puka, drop Gerald Everett, and then this Zay Jones ad will be null and void. This claim will be gone. It can't happen anymore. So knowing that, I going to put in one more. Go back to wide receiver, claim Zay Jones, and I want to get rid of Deontay Johnson here. He's a great player, going to be gone for a couple weeks. Don't want to waste a bench spot on him for a couple weeks if he's not playing. So now I have 3 pending moves. The first one, obviously, like I said, Puka for Gerald Everett. If that doesn't go through, I get Zay Jones for Gerald Everett. If this Zay Jones for Gerald Everett claim goes through, then this third one, conditionally add Zay Jones, is null and void, and I will still have Deontay Johnson. If for some reason nobody sets their waivers and this one goes through, it comes around to me again, and this one's still there, then I will get both of these players and lose Gerald Everett and Deontay Johnson. So usually if I'm setting waivers, if there's a bunch of players I like, I might set 4 waiver claims for the same, in exchange for the same player. Especially for a guy like Gerald Everett. I don't want him on my team anymore. He was great for 1 week. Now he's got to go. And so I might choose 4 players. I only get one of them, but either way, it'll still be an improvement. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, waivers, main way to kind of add or drop players throughout the season. And hopefully this helps. If you're doing it on mobile, I think the whole interface is a little bit cleaner. But yeah, there we go. That's pretty much it. Good luck this season. Don't steal my players that I want to add, or if you do, that's probably the right choice, but I'll be pissed. Bye.